Hello, hello, welcome everyone. Thursday stream. I heard that music before. Where is it from? Why did I hear it before? Coffee date. I don't remember playing a game like that. Or maybe we played this song so many times on stream that... Oh, I did play that game. Okay. Never mind. Stand corrected. You do. That game. It's a funny game where you make drinks for the, well, obviously fantasy characters. And by preparing the correct drink, you can unlock more story, kinda. Which eventually will lead to a true ending and so on. And yeah, it's pretty fun. And I think this girl was a novelist or something. Or maybe this... What was with this guy? This guy I didn't like for some reason. This is like the cat lady, whatever. Yeah, anyway, it's a weird game, but I recommend. Coffee Talk. That's the music from it, apparently. No, it's Coffee Date. That's the Coffee Date here. Anyway, that's also a good game. So, nevertheless, I cannot really remember playing anything called Coffee Date, though. Hello, Condetti! I don't know what we're gonna do yet. We could play some more Spyro. Doink. We could set up TT series Journey to Journey. Journey to Tourney. JTT. Journey to Journey. That's opposite. One eye. That's Journey to Tourney. Yeah, we could do that. Hot Noodle Chef says on Discord. Gonna play some chess. Streaming Sicilian Sveshnikov. That's a very weird name. That is a very weird name for a shogi opening. Am I roasting him? Maybe. Alright. Need to log in. If you guys have any idea what to do today, I'm more than happy to hear. We might end up gaming instead. Or we could play some shogi, I don't know. We could. Night Sparrow, hello. Do you play Mahjong? Todoski recently started playing it and it seems fun, kinda rummy. Kinda like rummy. Yeah, I think I had the account on Mahjong Soul, was it? Because at one time Daske, who is like a literal Mahjong pro in our server, like taught me a little bit. But I like found it very difficult to come up with those, you know, because in Richie Mahjong you need those what they're called again? Like the points. Eluding my mind. Yaku. Yeah, you need the Yaku. And like calculating that all, like I would need to sit down and learn all those patterns and it wasn't that easy immediately, so yeah, I could try. Just that I would need to remember again what was the whole thing about. What do you call it? Journey to Tourney 1 or Journey to... Oh, you guys don't see. Journey to Tourney in Japanese. I wonder actually. Journey to Tourney. Okay. No. Journey. Abichi. Yoko. How about we like translate it in the most possible cringy way so that it doesn't make sense in Japanese, like Ryoko to Taikai or something like that. That would be fun. Journey. Oh, that's perfect. Journey. So it's a journey, right? Journey, yeah. Journey. Japanese dot. To. Okay, stay with me. To. I guess it would be to, not to. Tournament. Tornamento. That's boring. Torni. Yeah, let's see if it doesn't mean anything wrong. Torni. Torni. And then we need to write two. Guys, what do you think? I've got to read it to you. Journey to Tarni. Oh, no, not Tony. They don't have Y in Japanese. In short, GTT. G. E. Yeah! We came up with the most cringy Japanese. Wait, there should be URL banner? We don't have that. Journey to Tourney is a tournament for beginners under 5Q excluded. Okay, I found the 5Q. To belong at the Shogi Harbour Club. So they can get some training before main series. Tourney to series. Can start. We'll start. Play as much as you can. Winner gets a digital certificate on Discord. On our Discord. You have to be on our Discord. Yeah. Wait, round robin was all around round robin. All go away tournament. Meet every other participant. Okay. Swiss was different, yeah, I think. Okay, round robin. UTC. Registration until 20. I will forget. 23. $12 starts at Christmas immediately. Or let's just start this previous day actually. 30. 12:30. ends at January. Oh, guys, there's something we need to do before that. 1 letter from, oh god. Hey, that's always... Maybe we should translate it to make sure it doesn't mean anything. No. Yes, 1 letter, 1 symbol away, but in Japanese that makes all the difference, right? Anyway, I was thinking like 1 month, 1 day. Maybe it makes sense. Non-rated. Rated! Let's go rated! Thinking time, I think we normally had 15, 16. I'm actually very bad at remembering what time zones we have because, like, that's really nice of Google. Because I never like play a game myself. I never had to set it up. Okay, 15 plus 6. Yeah. Right. Maybe you should give them. Nah, it's not too much time. Is also not. All right. Player has created room place random. Restricts application to Shogi Harbour. All right. I mean, because it's like 81 dojo tournament, you cannot really control the like where you're from and stuff, and how people set up the games. Please set up your games on Shogi Harbour Discord. All right. Journey to Learning is a tournament for beginners under like you who belong to Shogi Harbour Prep. Now that can get some training before main series. Turn to series starts. Play as much as you can. Win against digital it on a Discord. Okay. So what I wanted to say is we have to. Does this work? Show calendar. If next year. So the main idea is we have 3 TT series in again, Jen. 3 TT series in a year, right? And 3 by 3 is 9, so we have 9 months of tournaments planned, which means we have 4 months left. Guys, buy headphones, don't be cheap. It will improve your quality life. We all know how much you spend on the computer. So we actually have to plan in which season the TT series will be. So I'm thinking February, March, April. Then May would be a break. June, July, August. September would be a break. October, August, December. The next. And then it's like we run out of time for the teaching games as well. And we are totally inconsiderate about what people schedule is, like examinations and so on. Because I think this season it also took 3 months, right? September, November, December, right? October. September, October, about the end of September, so technically October, November, December. I think it was quite quick. It's like 2.5 months actually. Wait, it's 9 weeks. In 9 weeks is like 2 months and a little, right? One week. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, we did it in 10 weeks, yeah? It's like 2 full months and a little and a half. It's like 1.5. 2.5. Oh. So if we were technically to start TT series at the end of January, remembering that February is shorter than the other months because FU. So if we were to start registration, say January 1st, and start, let's say, 22nd, we would probably finish in April. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Am I calculating this correctly? Probably. 1 week. Round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we would end at the end of March. In April, we would have teaching games and again the Journey to Tourney. And then in April, 23rd again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would be 3 seasons we could fit in there. And we could push it 2 weeks into October so that we are finished with our season in November. Does it make sense? Okay, write it down. Write it down. So Google Sheets. I need to put it actually. There. Notepad. Online notepad. How can I do it? Alright. So online paint. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now the question is, can I take a picture of it? Okay, never mind then. So let's say January. God, the pine gives me such a memories. January 23rd to. Hey, thank you for the raid. Welcome guys, welcome guys. We're trying to plan out our tournament for the next year. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if everything goes right, it would end on 26. That's 9 weeks, yeah. And therefore the registration is January 1st to January 1st to whatever 20. I don't know. Yeah, we usually do Japanese chess, and this tournament is about Japanese chess as well. It's similar to chess, but better. And we set April 23rd until June 25th, also 9 weeks. And then we set July 23rd or 22nd to September 24th. Also 9 weeks. Yes, that's how you write 9 in Japanese. Okay. By the way, guys, if you didn't join us, we came up with this amazing name for Journey to Tourney in Japanese. Jani to Tarini. Beautiful. In short, Jitoto. Where is it? Jitoto. And then technically we have October, November, December. So, assuming everything won't go as smoothly as possible, and we want to have additional week for teaching games, we should push it at least 1 or 2 weeks. Thank you, Soldego. Have a nice rest. Should check your channel as well, I guess. It's nice. And rising as well, really nice of you. Okay, so it's free. If we push it to free until it ends in November 19, that would be reasonable, right? If we push like plus 1 week. This is a kind of tight schedule, honestly. So we will have 3 weeks in January to set up the teaching game, or we can start on 29th. What I care, yeah. We can start on 29th. Maybe set up teaching game on 22nd or 29th as well. Then we will have 2 months and a little of the tournament, where we'll start at the end. So it's like 2 weeks of break between the tournament, actually. Maybe we can push it even further. And then have 2 months and a little, right? And then push it into October, into December. Yeah, that's sketchy. Anyway, we will start new season in January. But it seems to kind of fit, but not exactly yet, yeah? I'm trying to also think, like, I need to schedule those pros, I need to do stuff, and usually they require like a little bit of time in advance to be scheduled, yeah, like at least, let's say 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So we need to have that 1 month of break where the Journey to Tourney will be run. That's what we're doing in January. December is also Christmas event, of course. So, makes sense to end it on January 24th. That's what we established, right? Yeah, let's do that. Or maybe earlier. It's 1 month. Yeah, let's do it. It's our first tournament, so. Also at 12. 12 is a good hour. And wait, before we do that, emails, the template. So we now have the registration for Journey to Tourney. Officially open, yeah? You finally got yourself a Twitch account. Welcome, Nightspur. I just added you to the club as well. Okay, so now we fish right on our harbor. Registration for Journey to Tourney under 5Q is open until when? 24th of it? And the 23rd. UTC. Round robin, 1 month of fun. Certificate from Oh. Made by Po. to the winner. Play as much as you can. You need to be Shogi Harbour Club member. Dojo 2. Sounds good. Yeah, no, gender ranking is the maximum rank, yeah? Max rank, okay, max rank under 5Q. I specify that now, so you cannot. Okay. Oh, again, we're gonna ping him here. Okay. And wanna join events. Ping and share everywhere. Cool. Alright, meantime, it's new Tsume Shogi book. Ooh, okay, I'm excited. Let me see. Right, this I'm gonna save on my computer. This too. And then Tsume Chare. Okay, Charenji. Chare. Toshiki Mondai. Shokyuron. Shogi Questo. Wait, they're using the word Shogi Quest. That's the perfect book for us. Shogi Questo no Ninki Koda Hajime no Shoseki ka. It's a new approach. Yoyak. Ah, so it's Yoyaku, so it's reservation, not yet available. But it actually says from short to chu, so it's not that easy. Short to chu means beginner to advanced. Decent. Apuri, Shogi Quest no Nikona. So it's from application called Shogi Quest. And it's writing about it? Or inspired by it? This is real Tsume Shogi. They don't say Jisen, they say real Tsume Shogi. Real Tsume Shogi, guys, yeah? Number 1, you will have from games of a user. In number 2, really difficult ones. I don't understand. Does it somewhat adapt to your level? I don't understand. But it's a book, which means it cannot change, right? 27. Oh no, it says if you order it until January 4th, they're gonna send it to you early. But it's not there yet. Oh wait, PDF is there yet already? But it might say that it's not available. Or we can download it or no? Yes, 22nd it will be available. It's still in a week. Exactly in a week. Oh, okay, preview. I just love how the thing is like not sharp for me to read. Okay. We just take the gold on the first one. Wait, is this the main one in the second one? It's just gold drop? Okay, that's not too difficult. I'm disappointed so far. Okay, like this is like so many moves and this one is made in one. Like what the heck? They always put the first one hardest to like trick you. It's made in 3. But it's so good, actually. This made in 5. Correct. Just a rig drop. Just a silver and then gold and then they run. What the heck is this one? Silver, take the knight, they run bottom, then it lands, but then he goes New Gyoku. This one seems more complex. Drop, run, take, run. Eh? I don't see him. Ah, knight drop. Because we get a knight here. What if they run here? No, there's a dragon, so they cannot. So it's a knight drop, not the lance drop. Knight drop. Ooh. I like that. Wait, I'm stupid. They cannot run here. Why did I think they can teleport above the god? Wait, what did my brain think about it? I'm so stupid. Maybe I do need this book, Jen. I'm gonna buy it together with the new Ureshino. Oh, guys, if you didn't know, we are now on the video number 27 of our series. So, in my database, I count them as one, and we are on video 27. And I was thinking, once we finish the Ureshino, I'm gonna try the newer one. Because I was wondering, like, how is it different? So far we're like this deep in the book. There's still a lot we can, like, this is what we did. This is what we have to do. But there is a chance that, you know, it becomes obsolete. Well, I mean, this book is also quite basic, like the Ishida one. Quite basic. What about this one? But I was thinking of buying the new one. Okay, I just checkmated this king 3 times. Mates. There's so many pieces though. Like, is our king in check? This is what I wanna know. It's also good training. Like, first look at your king. Is it check? No, okay. And then you look at the inner. Good. Practical practice. Alright. Alright, yeah. I shall be trying it out. Thank you, Jen. What is this book? Training to analyze the positional judgment. Middle game. Do we push the silver up, or drop the silver, or drop the silver to 6-6? Or it also gives you a hint that they're gonna jump with the knight soon. The silver up? No, drop. Okay, I mean... Oh, they have a counter. I didn't look at the whole board. They can take this knight and drop it under this. Makes sense. Alright, anyway, what did we want to do apart from that? Apart from spending our money on books that we're gonna never read? Okay, this is set up. Done. 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 Dun, 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 dun. You guys wanna play some games? We never finished Spyro. We should play Spyro. What other game was I? Oh, I was just programming on Android. I could show you guys my Android project. It's nothing exciting yet. Maybe I'll show you quickly. Dun, 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 dun. I'll show you the notes. Can I show you? Android Studio. Okay. So it's not what I wanted. Jen's RPG. I already played it yesterday. We can talk about it too, but I think I gave some feedback on Discord. It's a good start, basically. I don't know if you guys can see. But basically this is the board, right? And the board has a position, which is like not generated randomly or anything yet. You can put any spine here in the code. But what it does is, as you can see, it shows goddess and sendes pieces on the proper squares. You cannot touch them, you cannot move them. And now I was working on Komadai, basically, over here. But the cool fact about this simple setup is that if I were to run it on the phone, which we're gonna emulate right here, it's loading. The first run of the telephone always takes time. It's installing it, basically. Fresh phone installing. Phone, hello. Power, thank you. So, if you had this installed of your own phone, it would show it on your phone like this. Yeah, so because the whole Play Shogi takes a lot of features and, you know, like it says Sube Shogi, Kifu Replay, Kifu Upload, and so on. This is way too complex for now. What I wanted to have is you have this very simple app of, hey, you have a daily tsume to solve. And it shows you this board with Omadai on top and like title. And ideally, you would click it on the board. But for now, we're thinking of perhaps putting solution on the bottom or something like this, maybe. I don't know. Ideally, it would be interactive. For now, it's like a picture. So that, you know, every day you get a notification on your phone, oh, new Tsume Shogi, and then you look, then you solve it, and then the next day you have another one. Eventually, you know, it would evolve into like more and more features and so on. But I really like the idea of having daily Tsume because, okay, I will start where it started. I've been playing this stupid game on my phone that's called a Solitaire. And it has like this daily Solitaire. And Solitaire is a mindless game, but the fact that I have to do it daily to get like this orange crown as opposed to silver crown. Silver crown is when you solve it, but after the day. If you solve it on the day, you get an orange crown. It's kind of motivating because it keeps your track of your achievements. So if we could have such a track of achievements, something like Duolingo, I guess. But Duolingo requires you to study, actually, right? It builds up a good habit, basically, like solve one sume per day. And then it rewards you for doing so. And, you know, building habits in anything in life, I think, is very important. It's something I realized only recently, perhaps. But, like, I learned guitar not by playing 8 hours a day, but by playing a little bit every day for like a month, yeah? Yeah, so similar with daily Tsume Shogi, it doesn't require you to solve like difficult Tsume Shogi. No, just have a look on Shogi board every day for a moment and then get your brain used to it, yeah? To the kanji, to the ideas, to whatever. we all know how addicting it is to like look at YouTube or whatever. So like you just look one per day, and yeah, and then you're like, if you were to do like one sume shogi per, let's say, 2 months, and you didn't do much before, it would help you. Yeah. And then of course eventually you want to get stronger, so you solve more than one, but it's, you still come back to this daily habit to have it as a minimum. Yeah. Like even if you don't train, you still solve it once sume shogi per day because it's so easy and you get this satisfaction from that yellow crown or whatever. Yeah. Very useful tool. Now I wonder how it shows on different phone. I mean, there's of course the fact that if you rotate the screen, it doesn't show and so on, but power. This was my, this is how it looked before. This is how I made the board, by the way. But how do I make it run there? It doesn't work on this one for some reason. I don't know why. I don't quite understand Android Studio yet, so it's like I'm learning while doing it as well. Like I don't understand why it doesn't run on this phone particular, but it runs on the other one, for example. Yeah. So like if I go back, I think it was running normally. Now it's throwing some error, which is also weird. Oh, it's used by another process. Okay, that makes sense. Which process is this used for? Yeah, it's a tablet. Yes, I know it's a tablet. It should work on it, you know? No running devices. We're gonna build it. And then we're gonna try to run it again. Now there shouldn't be any other processes available or whatever. Aha! It runs. So this is Android Studio, I think. I installed it a long time ago. Android Studio Chipmunk. Voila. Yeah, so even on Android, even on tablet, it should show. But as you can see, the thing here, mouse thing here is very tiny. So I didn't resize it yet. No, the chipmunk is cute when it loads the screen. Anyway, it shows. The problem happens when you flip the screen. It kind of messes it up a little bit. But I think what we will do is we will lock it in this thing, or we will figure out how. I mean, you don't need to rotate Shogi board, let's be honest. But yeah, it works. It doesn't matter which size of the screen you have. The board shows properly, yeah? That's something I was proud of so far. Yep. So yeah, I'm working on that. This is why I forgot, by the way, this is why I forgot about the video on Tuesday, because I was doing this and I like completely forgot about the video because I was like getting excited, the pieces were appearing and so on. Completely forgot. It is quite addicting, yes. How the programming being addicting? I never thought about it being addicting, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, so next I will have to figure out how to do the UI on the bottom. I'm thinking I will show, for start, yeah, like 8 pieces excluding king, yeah, because it's 9. Is the king 8th piece or the 9th piece? I'm confusing. Rook, bishop, gold, silver, generals, light pieces. So 8 pieces. 9. That's 9 one I. 9 pieces. I will show them. Wait, so with king it's 10? Wait. Big pieces, generals, light pieces. That's 6. 7. How did I calculate 2 more? Yeah, so it's 8. Okay, so it's 7. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 7 without the king. And currently what I can do is on top of the piece or on the bottom right, I will show a number. It's gonna look very ugly. But it's gonna show you a piece of this size here in order. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. It's gonna be like rook here. And then that rook is gonna have like a number here. Like 0. 0 to 2, I guess, for the rooks. 15 if you can edit the board. That's my next like sides plan. In the meantime, Termarch hopefully can connect it to the actual database, like to the actual Tsume. Yeah. And then we add title. Adding title is like super easy. You just you literally I think if I do this, it should show already. Ta-da! We have title. We programmed something together. So we can call it Daily Tsume Shogi. Plus achievements or something, yeah? Ta-da! It appeared. Is Sam having fun? Yeah, I could. Okay. So, I mean, this text would have to be like title. And then this title, we make a new function. I mean, okay, just a little bit of side note. I never did it before. I always programmed in when I learned how to count. Yeah, my brain doesn't work today. What did I say? Like, I never programmed in... This is Kotlin, by the way. It's called Kotlin. I'm not a pro at this and so on, so just... I'm learning by doing this, basically. So what we did is we extracted this thing into a function. John taught me the other day how to like zoom in the screen. Not easy for some reason. This was it preferences or something? Where was it? View, I think. View? Was it view? Appearance, toolbar, no. I wanted to zoom in so that you can guys see better. I think I could do that simply. Yeah. For now. But it's also cool to like see what's happening on the screen at the same time, right? So, because we're working on this part right now. Yeah, we just added the text and then technically trying to remember how it's done. You can add like a color to it. It's a dot. And then the size technically. Oh, you can center it. So how do you do it again? Modifier equals modifier dot align, was it? No. And we could feed max width. What it's gonna look like. Yeah, it broke it for a moment. I think you saw it. No, it doesn't change much about text, but what was it? I'm also like, I have like a side things where I see how I did things as a training. And then I open them and I'm gonna spy on them how I did it previously. Padding, wrap content, no. Content scale, no. Wrap content with alignment. Something like that. Okay, so let's copy that code. Come back here. Maybe something like this. And then if we review it, refresh it. It didn't work! Okay, so I don't know why it doesn't work. I have no idea why it doesn't work. Technically it has also the width. Technically it had font size or padding. Maybe the padding? So it was inside the text. Yeah, center horizontally, yeah. It should be working, it's just not working for some reason. Oh, no, it worked. Ta-da! You see? It's on the middle now. Maybe this fill max width, if we delete it. Is it what was messing it up? Yeah. For some reason this is necessary. Because, so the way it works, it's like a block of text. And we just made it wider, as wide as the screen. And then inside of that wideness, we put it in the middle. So before it was like stuck on the left side. And I believe now it's exactly in the middle because it adapted to the width of the screen. So, now we have this beautiful design. Now I would like to show those pieces here. And this is gonna be difficult. I'm gonna change the category to programming, maybe. I don't know why programming isn't a thing. Why isn't programming a thing? Which programming? There should be something called programming. Ah, software and game development. Thank you, Jen. Okay, I'm gonna change the title to working on... Wait up. Question mark. Alright, thanks. Okay. I don't know how about you, Jen, but because I studied programming at university, I often get frustrated that I cannot do something very quickly. And sometimes I need to take mental breaks when I'm programming, like... Sometimes I have to. Okay, so currently we're working on Gote Komadai, which is the white icon on top. And I was trying to come up with a way to calculate the width of a piece. It's important because that width will determine how big of a square we put it in. But we can... Trying to think. Technically we'll be copying what we're doing already, so I don't like that idea, but... if we just do it. Because we have... Okay, so what we have is we have a function that draws a piece in a square. But it's calculated in board. So either we calculate it outside the board or we duplicate the data or do it differently. Now I have to remember how we exactly calculate this stuff. I get stumped in the code as well, asking other people. Yeah, I always ask Jean, yeah. And he's like, oh, you just do brrr. And I'm like, okay, it's okay, please slow down. So the problem was the square size was max width divided by 9. Which is black magic now that I read of it. So similarly, maybe we could copy that into our command. By the way, this is nightmare over here. Please don't look. This is a code that changes our piece into graphics. As you can see on the left, it shows us which graphic it is. We're gonna use that code too. That thing. And then we draw the board. The background first, then we draw the board. And then we divide the board into 9 by 9, which uses square and fire and row to divide it. So technically we could use that inside the box. I'm getting nervous. Inside the box. So this is inside of here. Okay. And the max width is not working here for some reason. Maybe if we change the box into box with constraint or asp, we add those modifiers. Okay, let's see if the modifiers have. I'm nervous. No, it doesn't solve our issue. Maybe it's the fact that this box with constraints. Oh! Wait, it does fix the max width issue. Oh. Yeah, we're thinking of not double pieces. Every piece is a square actually. So, if I show you here. Oops, that's not the one. If I show you here, as I put my mouse, you see you see it blinking. Each piece is actually like this white square, and it's the size of a square. So I'm not like modifying the size of a piece. It's like I'm putting a square, and then I'm pretending it's a piece by putting a picture in it. So it doesn't matter which part of the square in the future. Doesn't matter in which part of the square you're gonna click, it's gonna select that piece on the square. And I didn't come up with it myself. I took a chess program and I'm kinda copying the idea. They divided everything into boxes. Like, it's brilliant. That's why I'm using it. Okay. We do have max width. And now, it would be fun. Do you know what would be fun? If we had empty piece equals transparent piece. Any piece equals piece plus number. Yeah, so that's what I would like to do. If we don't have a piece, it's just like only Shogi. It just shows what piece should be there. But it's a different graphic that you cannot click. And if it's a piece that you have, it will have a number on it. So we had this magical function. It was drawing a row. Okay, I'm getting nervous now. I don't know if I'm doing anything with logic. But that row... Concentrate. We're in a box. Box has a text in it. And then next we want to draw a rook. Bishop, lance, and so on. I don't know what this does. I literally forgot what it does. I think it will be one. Position is empty square. So we would like... Okay, I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna load a position, actually. I don't know if I'm gonna break. I wanted to load a position which has only one row, but I don't think that's possible. We're kicking a grave. Other roughs. Okay, we're gonna try it. I don't care if it breaks. I have my previous version saved. So, okay, to complicate it even more. We have a Sven position. We have a position called Sven. And that position has a Shogi board in it, right? So my question is... if I were to modify it so that we have got a rook, bishop, gold, silver, Kama lance, Kama is L, lance, pawn, and then I were to delete everything else, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work or not? Is the question. And now this is shouting at me. I think this is okay if it shouts at me, actually, because we get this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Is it gonna work or not? So the magical thing about programming is by clicking one amazing button, you can immediately find out, and I think it's shouting at me that there is an error. Where is an error? Problems. Unresolved reference daily 7. That's weird. Review must be... Okay, we made horrible mistakes somewhere. With syntax. We broke everything already. I think we're missing one more of those. Yeah, okay. This is... copying code is nerve-wracking. Okay, so... do you think it's going to work? Of course not. Alright, what are our code mistakes? Compile? It refuses to compile for some reason at this point. But it doesn't show any error. Render problem. It's a new error I've never seen in my life. Out of bounds. Index 1 is out of bounds for length 1. In Java convert. Shogi convert. Yeah, okay, so it didn't like... I think it didn't like our board. Okay. We have to generate an actual Sven, I believe. Can we cheat on it by creating a position? I think I'm using the tools that I was given in a proper way, basically, at this point. So I'm gonna try one thing just for funsies. I'm gonna generate a position that I said, but a full board of it. Trying to use play shogi, but it doesn't allow me to do what I wanted. Edit position, edit, template, empty board, 1 king. Yes. Let's put the king as well, just to have 9 pieces. We didn't calculate if it's... No, it will be 8. Okay, 8 pieces. Okay. Black to play doesn't matter. Play... And we have this Sven. We're back to the Android. And then we have this new amazing Sven. Which looks like this. Oh, but then the Gota has all the pieces in hand. I don't think that's what you exactly want, but... let's delete that. Oh, that means we also have to load those pieces from the other... Oh god, okay, that's getting complex. Alright. Yep, a lot of blunders, exactly. Project needs to be compiled. Built. Project needs to be... Okay, we still have the same render problem for some reason. Probably because of this thing. Probably something is wrong here. We're gonna make something weird. Come on! Okay, I need to find where exactly is the problem, because I keep changing stuff, but... Okay, out of bounds. What's out of bounds and why? This fan position thing is angry on me. Probably because of this. It didn't like my Sven again. Copy position Sven. Oh! Ta-da! Oh, you guys don't see. Ta-da! Yes, that's what I did, Jen. That's exactly what I tried to do. This is the whole board position. So now I'm gonna try to limit it by deleting pieces in hand, which I use now. And try to render it again. It works. Then I will... If I just delete those, like... Okay, so it shouts because the board is not full. Okay. Okay, so we have position, but we don't have to render all the squares, right? We render the position, but we don't have to show them all. And we show them using this function. So technically, by changing that function, we should show only one row. So if we do 1 from 2, file, yeah. Why do you do that to me? It renders normally, right? No, it's like I'm angry on you. I just changed one number. It was working 5 seconds ago, computer. No. It was working! I'm gonna go back to the pieces in hand thing. It was working. I swear. Working. It was working. So change it to the other pixel, gives me anxiety. It was working. It's not working anymore. Sometimes what helps, and I know it's stupid, you close the project and you reopen it. And then it works. Magic. Sometimes it does. Now it works, yeah? Alright. So we're gonna try the same thing. Okay, maybe I won't touch this fan. I will just leave it. We're gonna try to touch this horrible loop. So this loop is... generates the board. 9 by 9. So what we wanna do is generate 9 by 1, I guess. And if we just change the row into 1, that should work, right? Because we don't need 9 rows. We need 1 row. If we just do 1, that should work, right? It was going from 1 to 9, so 1 should work, right? Building. Rendering preview. It's building. It did nothing. Why is it so big? Did it generate the board anyway? At this point, I have no idea. We need this. By the way, I never needed those, I believe. Built. Guys. It worked! Beautiful. 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 Alright, there's one problem we have, which is that the text doesn't have any self respect and it's being crushed by the king. How do we solve it? There's this offset. Oh god, this offset thing that I don't understand. And Joe was trying to explain to me like 6 times. So this is the piece. Like this is the piece size, this one. So technically, if we copy it into our text, like the modifier, text doesn't have a modifier. Why text doesn't? Oh, it should. Okay. Technically, we just changed the alignment and the size of the text, and it's shouting on us. I think I just put it in the wrong size. What? Wait. If we have our text, image fill max size padding, box. So it should be the box, not the text, but the text is in a box. Text isn't in a box. The text is in a text in a box. The text size is what should change. You don't need this then. Yeah, okay. The size of the text didn't change. Maybe because it's font size? Font size equals... Or we put a... Okay. I think the piece was in a box itself. If we put it in a box, would it make it simpler? Like this. If we just use this... Okay, it's getting more complex, guys. But basically, we're putting the text in a box. Temporarily. Okay, I'm gonna mess it up. Box in a box. Should be working, right? But, I probably could have done it differently. Instead of generating this fan, I could have just made a row of pieces, but I did differently. And it worked, so we're gonna keep it. No, why is it modified? Why is the box not being accepted as box? I broke everything. So if we delete this. Trying to put a box in the box, it's just the syntax isn't working as I expected it to. I need to figure out why box in a box doesn't work. Box in a box works technically, but the modifier of the box doesn't. So if I were to put this text inside the box, and then not modify the text size. I mean, modify the text size to fill the max size, but then the change box into the size of. Oh, the M was small, I guess that's what it was. Okay. Preview is out of date. And if I were to put the other stuff in a box itself, well, those two boxes coexist. I mean, maybe it should be the row after all, but wait, box. No, it should be row actually. Be row. I'm losing my mind right now. Okay, let's try row. Okay. It disappeared. I'm messing it up. Already in a box. Yeah, let's delete this. Let's just back it all off. It was working. Let's keep it like that, and let's come back and figure it out again. Hello? We're breaking everything. Okay, it's back to normal. So the problem is this should be a row technically, but we have a box, and I think what's happening is that file is under this file because it's in a box, which the box allows stuff to be stacked on each other, and row would solve that issue. By enforcing the cells, but I'm not sure if that's how it works. I really like to copy this code. I really like to save this code for now, somewhere else, in case I mess up. And now we're gonna start messing up. Instead of box with constraint, we're gonna try row. And there is an error because the row has no max width. Okay, so we cannot use row because we want it to have max constraint. I remember the piece itself is in a box. If text is in a box, it should fit next to it. That's what we tried to do before. That's what we will try again. More intent. Yeah, but the problem is I'm using box with constraints instead for some reason. And that reason being I want to have my max width. I'm just testing stuff and learning, honestly. So we enclose the text into a box itself, but it doesn't hold its ground. And also the question is how much this offset is breaking our thing. It could be because the row that we're drawing is maximum width of 9. And we're drawing on top of it because there's not enough space. Yeah. I mean, there are many ways to do it, I believe. Like, the row would also work. Just, I believe we're taking this space by putting an empty square. Well, the solution could be... that we draw 1 to 8 instead. So this shouldn't be a box, but it should be also on the right side. So if this is a box, and this would be a box, within a box, within a box, with a boxes, and this box would be cropped to the right side. No, this is all goddess Komadai. We are not touching Santa's Komadai. Santa's Komadai is like, I'm gonna copy paste this basically. Wait, cropping, and then we want to figure out how to crop stuff. Which was wrap content. Fill marks. Okay. So it's just my test. A modifier equals modifier. And then not center horizontally, but end. Thank you for the follow. And we did magic, my dear friends. We've aligned the whole thing to be off to the right side. Hey, at least it worked. It just didn't work as much as I thought. Maybe we can... Okay, maybe what we need is just a little bit of padding on the left. You just need to push it. You know. Speaking of which, if we put start, what's this gonna do? I'll put it on the left, actually. Yeah, okay. Okay, I know a way to, like, trick it. And do that. That's interesting, actually. So the king starts in the beginning of the... So we're pushing the whole box to the right. That's interesting. Instead of doing that, we need padding, I believe. So we need to give breathing space to that poor piece that couldn't manage itself. We need a dot. No. How does the padding? So start equals something dp. Square width dot dp. No, we don't need. So that should give us padding of square size on the left, which is what we want. Magic. So instead of pushing for his space, this dot got his own space. But also, I'm not happy of the size of the thing. This modifier is so useless too. Like, I would like the font size to be bigger. I don't know how font size works. This is why I copied this random thing. I wonder if it's gonna work just like that. I just copied it from another thing. Hey, it kinda works. Was it? Oh, it disappeared. Where did you go? The thing disappeared just like... Is this like behind the goat now? I think it's behind the goat. Okay, I wanted the text to be centered within the box, not the box to be centered within the other box. So maybe I'm complicating it horribly. Where do you put modifier again? Here. It doesn't work. For some reason it doesn't work. Is there a line? No. Okay, let's make it work again. Okay. I mean, it is bigger. It's just not as big as I would like to. I don't know what's local density. Local density provides the city to be used to transform between density-independent pixel units and pixel units or scale-independent pixel units, SP, and pixel units. Yeah, you're staying commented until I learn how to program. So font size equals square size. How about that? To SP. I mean, square size is SP. Oh, DP. Dot SP. SP. To SP. Why it doesn't work now? Because it has to be... Oh, because it had width locker current list. I guess we need that function for some reason. Maybe it's like a magical formula to make it change size. And it is bigger, but it also makes the whole thing fatter. And I also don't like how it's stuck on the bottom left. Why is it so? It's like this. If we delete this, doesn't change it, so we'll keep it. Yeah, that's what centering modifier. So the problem is if I do it here, contents height maybe. Align center 30 vertically. It's giving me some hints here. Let's try that. Because it's too low. So if we align it vertically. Are you loading? It did nothing. I know, Karolina. Speaking of which, if we do size as well, just to fill it all up. Okay, so apparently the size of that thing is the size of the board for some reason. So we're definitely not filling the max size. We're leaving it like that. And then instead of center, how about top? Top start. Top start. It doesn't work. Top start. Center horizontally. Center. Oh. Nope. Maybe this is the size of the thing. Maybe it's like too big already. If we make it... Okay, you know what would be simpler? Like, oh, it did got to the top. Hey, it got to the top. Okay. It would be to, instead of showing the font, actually showing the actual picture. Wait, it has to be bigger, so the number has to be smaller, right? Mathematics. What is smaller number than 2? 1.5? Okay, so if we do center... Center vertically. And center horizontally. If we do the width thing. I wonder if there's some function of wrap content size. And then if you do alignment equal... Okay, alignment dot center. That should work, right? Because it was angry because it was horizontal, but this should center it. It did nothing. Okay. How about this? Did nothing. How about we make it smaller? Did nothing. How about we don't do it horizontally? Okay. How about we do it bottom? It does nothing. This thing does nothing. Oh, control space to autocomplete? Okay. Okay. So, I mean, it would be easier if we just had a piece-sized piece and I just put a picture instead of messing up with the text. Because I don't know how the text works. So... Option B is to put a picture. Also, why do we have a king, by the way? Oh, because I put it there. Okay. If I do this, is it going to put an empty square? Yes. But also this is the other one. Okay, cool. So instead... A picture of letters. Yes, something like that. God, how do we make pictures again? This is a picture. Image, yes. And an image we will put instead of the text in gote comma die. Where is gote comma? Here. And gote comma die is a box. And that box had a text in it, but we're gonna put it here instead. And it's gonna be image. And the image has a... gote. And then piece image, we're gonna have r.drawable.gking. Oh. Wait, why it don't work? We will need something else here. Drawable, was it painter? I think. Painter resource. Okay. And then we do not fill max size. I'm afraid how this preview looks already. Oh god! Oh, that's definitely what we had. I dominate the board. Okay, we came to the conclusion that I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think the box might need some modifier. But why is it so big? Wasn't it supposed to fit between that box? I thought this box will... maybe because it doesn't have max height as well? What if I add the aspect ratio? Does it change the size of the thing? Okay, it made it better. So it has to be to do something with height. So instead of fill max height, can we calculate the height? Max width divided by 9, please? No. Required height. Max height. Fill max height. No. Well, height is a thing apparently. Height says we have intrinsic size or DP size for modifier. And if we put a number here, .dp, it should work. So max width doesn't work because it's not inside the function or something. This is not Java, this is Kotlin, Necrodis. Unless you mean something else. Yeah, it fits the max width of the parent. So you're gonna change the size. Okay, yeah. But I cannot change the size of the parent for some. I put square size? No. Maybe because it's when it's probably when it's initializing. I mean, it kinda works, but not exactly. What did it do? Like, where did everything else go? Or I actually do this. For now. Everything is gone. Okay, we're getting desperate. Oh. Okay. The king is tiny. I'm just trying stuff at this point. Okay, interestingly, the king is stuck on top left now. Okay, I'm confused. You can actually write padding. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense, but I'm doing it by multiplying it by 0.01, I guess. As you can see here, so I think that's the same idea. How badly it's going to go. Yeah, we're doing something right, but still something I expect this king to explode, but it doesn't happen. I'm confused. Still max width. You mean this one or this one? I think this one is good because it fills the whole like length of the screen. And this is the main box. And then we have the smaller box within it, which is this. Oh, now it's like super wide. Oh. It shouldn't be fill max width, definitely not. What could it be though? Modifier with square size. Yeah, that would make sense, right? Because it was like, it's literally going to the end of the screen. So if we limit it. And now it's the size of the square, but the king is still tiny for some reason. So if after that we... Or we simply do the size as well, the height of it being the height. Height also being the square size. So it is the proper square, is that the image is very small. So now the image should fill the box like this. Yay! All right. So now it shouldn't be the king, it should be the... Also, this king is for some reason smaller than the others, which is cute. Aspect ratio. What do you mean? Is it good if I added this? That's what you meant? Just, we have this black and black R. Maybe we can use that. Oh, white R. We have something called white R. Let's use that instead of the king. Yeah. White R. Ah, I see. Do I... So I'm not changing the size of the squares. I think I'm changing the size of the picture itself. Am I? I don't remember how I do it. But yeah, you're right. Actually, this is smaller. Is it like this, you mean? And what value? Wait, that doesn't work. Is that .pp? Is it the same thing that we need? Okay. We need this. I changed too many things at once. I changed the graphic and the DP thing. This is... We're trying to... So let's play Shogi. And we're trying to make daily Tsumishogi type of thing. Yeah, I think I was using this before, you know? I don't know if it's this or this, which was the opposite. This is the thing, the offset that was magical. So for now, I'm gonna change back to the O. Because I don't know if the graphic is broken. Okay, that's not it, so... And Y was fine. Just ignore that. I think it will be 0 or 1, something. We do that. I'm complicating it horribly. I'm complicating it horribly. This is flawed suddenly. Okay. The king is gone forever. So what was working was height of squares. Square size. That was working. So if we go back there, it should be working, right? Okay. Now I wanted to check if the white R works. And it works. And you can see that white piece over there. I mean, it doesn't look the best with the white background, but... the background is something we can always change later. So now the size is still wrong. We wanted to adjust the height. I'm lost. It was... where was it? Here. And this for some reason doesn't work. Okay. 48 divided by 43 is 0.1. So that should basically make the square value higher, which should be 10% higher. Square size is in dp, this is in dp. It should be working. Oh, it worked. Okay. It worked. Thank you, Mazuka. Okay, so we have what we wanted. We have a Komadai indicator. We have the pieces set up. Just for funsies, we could copy paste that and like literally make the Sente Komadai worked as well. Just for funsies, yeah. The only thing it should change is not that thing that was on top. What was it? Suppress lint. Lint? Just copy it so that I don't suppress everything. And need to make it cleaner maybe for now. And Sente Black R. Thank you again, Mega. Thank you so much. Good luck. And basically, we need to change this to being Sente pieces instead of pieces here. So I'm gonna go quickly generate that Sven. Generate Sven. 1 king, 2 kings. Okay. We will ignore the fact that the king is in the hand. Bote. Okay. Now play, copy Sven. And have new Sven. And hopefully that's gonna work immediately, ignoring that error on top of one type. No value past a square size. Ah, okay. Basically we don't need square size actually, because we're calculating it anyway. Okay. Oop. Yes! Mega, yes! I was lazy. This is why I couldn't just row. Because I'm drawing an actual board, and I'm just drawing the first row of it, or the oh wait, if it's the last row, actually it should be different, right? Okay, so it's not R, it's not reverse. So I should draw the bottom part of it. It was 1 to 8. Still should be no 1 to 8, but this time it should be 9 instead of 1. Hopefully. And then not Sente R, black. Okay, one thing works, the other doesn't. And I have this small fear that Komadai teleported somewhere else, basically. It should be under the board. If we generate Sente Komadai instead of Gote Komadai, let's test that. Yeah. Oh, okay. It should generate. Okay, that's confirmation. We just need to see why it didn't. Like, maybe I put the wrong thing. You love it. Good. Thank you, Ega. So it's 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. It should be 9, so it's row 9 of 5, 1 to 8, and plus 1, 8. It's empty. If it's not, draw the piece, square piece, and this pieces over here. So it should draw it. I just don't see why not. How about... Oh, did you... It just magically appeared as I was changing the number. But without the king, so how do we get rid of the king? We go. Oh wow! Hey, I actually managed to skip it on the bot. Okay, so okay. This was 1,8. So it's 2 to 8. We don't see, but king. Actually, it compiles sometimes when you change the code immediately. So the pieces appeared because I changed this 9 to 1. I don't know how it's working, but apparently this is important. This is 1 and this is 9. And the pieces magically appeared. And then I adjusted number 2 so that the king actually puts the king in front. So I just made it disappear. I mean, I could draw all of them, but then delete the king from here by 1 in the Sven itself. And I clicked the wrong button, so we're gonna see how it looks on the mobile as well. Beautiful. Now, of course, this is like the first, my tea is, I pretended I drank tea, but there's no tea in the cup. Now, of course, we're not actually reading what pieces are in hand. And we're not showing if there is 0 to 10 million of them. But it's for the next step. I actually programmed as my licentiate a Dobutsu Shogi program. And at some point it was so strong I couldn't beat it, and then it broke. But funny story, the teacher doesn't know how strong the program is, so he was trying the program out and we were sweating because the program like gave a mate in 1, like walked into a mate in 1, and the teacher didn't notice. And he's like, yeah, it's a good program. So something messed up in our code and became super weak suddenly. So no, I wouldn't be able, even a AI program by myself would be able to beat me, basically. That's how strong computers are. I program by myself, I mean copy-paste the basic AI from the internet. What I wanted to do is like program a Tsume Shogi solving engine. But Telmarch explained to me like how difficult it is. And I kinda gave up on it for now. For now, it was like months ago when I tried to do that. Okay. Step 2 would be to show it to Telmarch. Let me see if I think he's busy. All right, so I got an immediate solution of what to do next from Telmarsh. He's busy because he's a meeting in 1 minute. But apparently, so the idea is we will have position here, and we will give the same position to all of those things. Maybe you have a meeting with Telmarsh. Wow, that's nice. Mahjong AI, cool. And then apparently there's a special function that already reads the pieces in hand, so we don't have to do it. We call it rendering position. Oh god, no, that's not how you do the programming. You have to rename. Fractal rename. We call it rendering position as opposed to the actual position. And then the other one too. I'm pretty sure you can make one function of those two. I just don't have enough expertise to do it. I'm gonna leave it until Telmarsh comes and helps me. So having that, I would like to have a new variable called string for position. A string in that case. I'm gonna just keep it simple, what I understand. String position, yeah? But it should be... ooh, we have so many things. I'm gonna keep it simple and then... Or is it opposite? I think it's opposite. I keep mistaking those. Position at string. Clean. Yeah. So having that in both... You know what? Before I do anything more, I should probably make sure this works. Like, I should probably send a... This is not a string. Shogi position. Okay. Shogi... Read only Shogi position. Is that what it is? Oh god. Is it the name of the variable? Interface. How do I define interface? I don't know interfaces. Wait, it should be opposite. Okay, it should be opposite. Position. It's read only Shogi position. It doesn't work. But also I can import it and then it works. No, this is for play Shogi. I'm gonna pretend that this works. That I completely understand how interfaces work. And I'm gonna add a position here as well. And I'm gonna just update the version before I break more. I'm just gonna make sure it works for now. It still works. Cool. Okay, so run builds. What was it? Commit or push or both? First command UI. Complete. Complete and pushed. Failed. Checks. 21 warnings. Warnings. Commit anyway. I don't know what the warnings. I'm just gonna save it for myself so that it is a working version. Cool. So, position. I really need more tea though. Maybe later. So now we want to read an actual position on the board. Not from here. We want to pull it out of this function. De facto delete the whole thing. And hopefully it's still gonna work. If we refresh this button. So it works, cool. So now we have the actual position that we load, technically like load from the page. And we have it in UI version, but now we're gonna, because the board is ready, like all the pieces are there in the correct squares. The pieces in hand are not. And the problem that we chose, the problem is it doesn't have pieces in hand, or actually Gote has all the pieces in hand. So, Gote. Gote is our class where we have this working thing. So this is our rendering position. Wait, rendering position, we don't need that. Or technically we do. How do we do that? Paper. We need to have a plan. So we generated the command of the pieces. Rook, bishop, blah blah blah. And then what we wanna do is read how many of each, and then show how many of each. And in case of 0, okay, let's make it simple. If it's 0, it's just 0. If it's a number, it's a number. Because technically I would like to change the UI, like if it's 0, I would like to make it transparent. I just don't have it in my head yet how to do it. I don't have that ability yet, so let's do the easier thing. And we're gonna go back to the freaking text thing. Maybe I should also clean this stack. I don't need those. It just gives me more comfort that I have those things here in one place. And definitely we don't need this. Oh. This was the text thing, so we're gonna keep it for now. This we figured out. Okay, this is just explanation what we're doing and what we wanna do. So piece plus number is what we wanna do. So first we generate the piece. And then we generate number on the piece. And now ideally we would generate it at the same time we in this loop. Yeah, good luck with that. We have no indication which pieces were. How would it look UI-wise? Do we put the number on the piece in the box? Or on top of them or under them? Ideally, I would like to put it in the same box. So this piece box. Maybe it would be easier if I name them. If I name it white piece box, and I will name this die box, and I will name this pieces in hand box. Something like that. And now that we know that this is pieces in hand, so each of those have their own box. Because this is another box that we generate using the piece, which is confusing. I could could pass a value of a number. Heiko. Another no. You saw that I pinged you, yeah, as an author for the certificate. We started the registration for the tournament. Anybody knows if you have to click a start button for the tournament or it just starts automatically? Shogi Lifestyle is streaming as well. He's doing chess though. Yeah, there are the individual objects. So that later we can... Individual boxes, in fact. So that later we can click the box and like read which piece we clicked. So technically, we could have a special type of piece which has a number on bottom of it, additionally. Or we could keep it here where the piece is untouched and we just draw on top of it. I don't know which is better, basically, practically speaking. So either we have a piece that already looks like this, and it has the box in it with the number, or we have two boxes on top of each other where you have the number separately from the piece. I don't know which will be easier. I think having it separate makes more sense because then you would have numbers appearing on the board as well. But then I don't know how to get inside of that square. Because we will be outside the square in that case, right? We will have two squares, one on top of other. It makes it stupidly complex. Different class for pieces in hand images. So the problem is also like the piece class. I don't know how to do it, practically speaking. If I could copy this or like inherit this class as the main class. This is actually a function. It's complicated. Okay, this is a function actually. Maybe to make it easier, we can make two of those, as you said. Is in hand type of function, which does the same thing, but also it will have a number int. Number? Hello? Oh, because unresolved reference. It's not a reference. It should be the name. No, it should be opposite. Okay, maybe because it was under the modifier that it confuses it. This function, by the way, this function I don't think I use actually because it draws the lens only. Also, what happened to those pieces? Oh god. Did I mess up already everything? Okay, now it's normal. Yeah, I stopped using that function actually. We started using an actual class from Play Shogi, I think. No? No, we were still using this. Interesting. It's getting confusing, really. Alright, anyway, we can copy that. Why does it use the picture, though? I don't understand. It gets piece. It gets the piece. It puts the piece here. Okay, so basically this is unnecessary. Yeah, it's not even used. It was gray. We're not using the number yet. So inside the box we will have the image for the thing, but also we would like to have a text or image for the number. And I don't remember if in order to show text you need to use string. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work. Number to string. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make it work, and then I will have Telmarch look at it with his expert eye and correct it. Just out of curiosity, can we put it color blue? Something like that. Found and city, let's not do that yet. Yeah, blue is a thing. Okay. So technically, if instead of drawing a piece, we will draw piece in hand, and it's missing one thing, which is going to be 1. It's a number, right? Oh, the 1 should be here. It should show 8 ones somewhere on the board. Oh, it does show it. You guys see it? 1 on top of the rook. Kinda worked. It's great. How about we make it red to be horrible, and then we check how exactly the text can be modified, like adding some background, whatever, and also trying to align it to the bottom right instead. Where is it? Of course, we are not giving it the proper number yet, but we're gonna do it eventually. First, we need to figure out the UI. Piece in hand. Color red. Alright, okay, I like it. And then can we use something like padding, maybe padding. Haunted wrap. Yeah, that would require a modifier, I think, again. No. How do we do it? Yeah, that's how we do it. Just missing this. Field max size. Let's break it again. Okay. It field max size of itself. I think all the pieces flipped. I didn't see what happened, but I always like to think of piece as an object of equivalent physical piece. Yeah, so I think you're much advanced programmer than I am, so you can imagine that easy and you know good practices of how to make class and so on. what I'm struggling currently with is just making it work anyhow. And like cleaning up the code and having good practice and so on. I'm gonna leave. Yeah, that doesn't matter that you're in college. I also listen to me. I also like did only this much of years of programming in my university. And like those good practices and so on, you gain after you get college and you actually program with like senior programmers and so on. And this is a new language that I didn't learn before, which is Kotlin. I did Java, I did C++. Technically, we also learn about, inheriting encapsulating and so on. I never had enough experience to like train it in practice. But yeah, I'm just struggling with UI right now. Like, there is 10,000 ways you can do it properly. But I'm happy that I managed to draw a number, yeah? Yeah, in this case, we do not have pieces as an object. We have... Yeah, we do have pieces. We have pieces. We have as a function for some reason, because those are like UI kinda. But there is the logic behind it, which is part of Play Shogi, which has like a ton of classes and functions, and one of those functions we're gonna use today, which is named get goddess komadai. And that's gonna be a function inside the class, inside the position, inside the whatever. But this is what Telmarch programmed, yeah? I don't even want to touch those. You can also learn database properly only after running some 20 years old stored procedure in production blindly to your first job, yeah. Yes, I'm not expecting this to be perfect. I'm like, oh, I have a red one. Yeah, it did what I exactly wanted it to do. It's like amazing. Can we wrap content height and align it send bottom? Can we do that? The board is broken because I'm typing and it keeps updating as I'm typing. But what matters is this number 1 is showing! Yeah! I mean, it isn't even bad for the eyes, you can see it. I wonder if we can... Okay, let me Google some Kotlin text. How do I even... Just that. Kotlin text. Functions, charset, match groups, regex, whatever it was. Typography. This is properties, that's what I wanted. Maybe Kotlin text UI properties, or maybe composable, that's what I want. Composable. Hello, hey Gamon. College uni is still very basic, mostly very basic, because they have to cover so many topics, yeah. I agree. You don't even know, like we studied everything from like networks, literally code breaking, algorithm, just programming, Java, C++, we touched some Python even, like there's no way you can get proficient in everything in 3 years. Especially as most of the teachers weren't really that competent, but I mean, most of them were, but there were some like they had something wrong with them. I see. Hello world resource. Oh, I learned that already. Styling. Yes, that's what. Changing the color, changing the size. The size is something I don't want to touch yet because I think it's going to depend on the screen width and so on, so I don't know how that's gonna work yet. Font weight is like bold. Yeah, okay, maybe we can make it bold. Why aren't you working? Okay, font. Because it should be here. Excuse me. All right. Wait, why is it style? Compose. Yes, thank you. Okay, now it's bold. Now it's better. Alignment. Text aligned center. Shadow. Oh god, shadow has a whole function. Shadow equals shadow color blue radius. Okay, try that. Okay. Now we have stuff. Import. Wait, what? No. Create parameter offset. What's offset? Val offset. So there was something like this before it. Okay. No? Why are you angry? Huh? Maybe we put it here. Confused. Noises. Text stopped working because no reason. We need annotated string, but we do have numbered string. Ah. Hegemon to program. Don't worry. Also, not to mention, I was 3 weeks or like 1 month of the university because I was in Japan trying to become pro. So, I also like failed one of my classes and I had to repeat it barely. The teacher was so strict, but I did it. And this is when I learned that this is where I had to read a book, which was translated to Polish, and it had text written, and the proof of that is trivial. And I was like, this is not trivial at all, you're a beginner's book, please explain it to me. And then I was like, I took the English version of that book. Turns out they explained it everything in detail, just the translator was some student, and he was too lazy to translate that part. And I hated that person with all of my heart. I only failed physics class because I didn't go to exam. I played CSGO. Nice. We all did that, didn't we? Underestimated. Okay, something's broken. Okay, so if the shadow's not there, it's working. If the shadow is there, it starts shouting. Because it's missing this? Wait, what are you missing? They are the shadow. You should be working. But the shadow is not working for some reason. None of the following functions can be called with arguments supplied. Annotated string. I don't know what that means. Annotated string. Oh, actually, I copied it wrong. It should be like this. this one. Okay, and this should... Okay. Should be like this, and then it has actually a setup SP. Oh god, red with red with blue looks horrible. It just looks horrible. Also, I don't like the too many emotions. What is a black? Whatever. It's less horrible for the eyes. Okay, oh, that's better. What if I make it 22? What if I make it 2? Oh, it's tiny! Okay, so the size is there. What if I make this 2? What if I make it 1? I don't see a difference of the blue radius. The offset I don't like, is too low. 5? Why do you change the size of the whole thing though? I mean, it's nice and big. I'm gonna leave it. Text size may vary depending on the screen. I will have to adjust that. Yeah, you have to leave. Yeah, I don't know how to make it closer, that's the problem. That's what I'm trying to do, trying to minimize that offset thing. Oh, wait, this worked. Oh, nice. 4. Okay, okay, okay. I like that. I like that. How about this? I like that. Okay. I don't know. Red is like color, but let's go with that. It's visible at least. Press. Please don't. That's way too complex. It's way too complex and unnecessary. Oh no, it wouldn't look good either, I think. I mean, it's just UI, it's just representation, it's not an actual piece that we're trying to display graphically perfect. And also, I wouldn't know how to do that. Like, you would have to have a picture on the picture that modifies depending where it is. No, I have... This is maximum I can do with my ability. And now, the problem will be to show the correct number. Wait, what? So, number... Okay. Breathe. Breathing is good. Don't panic yet. So we have the number thing. Okay, we have the number already. So instead of 1, switch to Unity or Unreal. Yeah, gender. Exactly right. Yes, that's. Oh god, you guys want too much. This is a simple graphic UI. If you want to have mega shogi game with like pieces walking, then try Jen's game. Jen's game is amazing. Animated. Like, yeah. I don't know if you guys realize I started programming in Kotlin like a week ago, or 1 week and a half ago. So the fact that I can do this already is quite impressive to myself. Number. Concentrate. Number in the kotek matai. Okay. So we have this number. And there is apparently a magic function. Maybe Val. He says in I don't know yet how to do it, but there's apparently a position dot got a comma die. And then it breaks everything. But apart from that, so this is what Termarch programmed, yeah? It's like super mega programmers stuff using interfaces and stuff. What do you mean centered not at the base? What do you mean? It's fine to be, but a talking, it looks a bit weird when it's centered and not on the base of the square. You mean you wanted it lower? You want all the pieces to be a little bit lower? Oh, the talking slightly above the rook. I would say, you guys, that you wanted to have realistic shadows. Now you have realistically unaligned pieces, so deal with it. They played Yoyomi Shogi, yeah? The talking was promoted in a haste. Randomly rotate pieces. Oh no, no! Not the rotation. I mean, I could do that, but no. Maximum haircut. Can you imagine Can you imagine a Shogi UI? The faster you play a move, the more rotated the piece is. Well, talking is smaller, yes. It's smaller, and this is why it's more centered. I mean, I could... So the problem is the size of the picture, I think, is the same. So you cannot really... Like, that's how the picture is. I would have to modify the picture to not have a bottom to it. Or like, depending on the piece size, it's a little bit lower. Or maybe just pawns because they're the smallest. But like, you would have to just edit the pawn to be a little bit lower, I think. Guys, I think you're forgetting that first you need to have the usability, or whatever the word was, and then you have the features. That's what Telmar does. He's like, oh, we should have the Yoyomi thing, and that, and I'm sitting like this, why don't you organize the menu better? Or why don't you do this and that to make it look nicer? And he's like, that's not important. Like, this is how programmers work. They're like, add stuff, so that it's cooler, but not stopping and wondering whenever the user is able to use it properly. Functionality over fashion, yeah. So, the number, guys. Number of Gote Komadai. Get Gote Komadai. So I learned that interfaces has this magical button. It's gonna be Shogi positioned. Get Gote Komadai. Return Komadai. But I don't understand what's a Komadai. Mutable. Jesus Christ. What is a mutable Komadai? Click. Yes, go there. Can I lost, I don't have pieces to things to click. Okay, I click somewhere. Implements Komadai state. Tell March how much free time you had. Aww. This is why programmers should learn visual design. I see, I see. I get easily irritated if something is supposed to work like this and then it has a bug. And also I have a talent of breaking stuff, so I like eat those very often. Wait, what are we? Mutable command I say, but it's empty. How am I supposed to understand this code? It's like, this is why I don't want my code to be like object or something done, or because I don't know how to read it then. It's so confusing. Command state, what's that? Yeah, how am I supposed to understand what this function does? Like, there is no comment, no like takes this, gives that, like nothing. Nothing, just command state. Get pieces of type, get pieces. And then I try to click and it tells me it's abstract, and I'm like, what the heck is abstract? And then I'm here again and I am lost. I know, right, Condetti? Right? I'm gonna like put it on down, but it would be fun to implement. Right click to go to implementation. But right click on what? Like here I go here, then I mean I know I can click this green thing and it shows me Shogi position implementation. And I'm here, but return this. Oh wait, it says return this command. Got the command equals got the command. What exactly is got the command? Is string? Is it int? Is it? Am I supposed to like now check how do they use this function? Find usages. Like. Shogi position, move count, -1 player, what's the center command? I once tried to add a chess set to a website for an intro web dev course. It was 90% bugs. Yep. It tells you what type. Well, so the type is got a command. I don't know what it means. Like, that's what it says. It says mutable command state, got a command equals new mutable command state. Changeable container. Okay. So we can go to there. Like we can see what the mutable thing is. No, we cannot. There's mutable command and this is the mutable command that implements command state. Okay, we found it. It's the implementation, and it contains I think it was a table of ints. And then it can remove, add piece, set piece, get piece. And then you have to give it a piece, which we should have. Or we will have to have. So you can consider it as a black box that keeps information on what pieces are in hand. Yeah. Public interface, so the method that tells you how many each piece is. Yeah, but I'm trying to find out like how to. So now I found this get pieces of type. I think this is going to work. But then the question is it one command per player, or is it one command with all the pieces and then you specify sent or got? Like, it's not clear to me. One for each. Oh, sent a command, got the command. Okay, yeah. This goes up, but how do we access those from here? Oh yeah, we have got the command. Oh, well, okay. Get pieces of type. It was so easy. I should have listened to Prase. Just type dot and see what piece type. Okay. What is piece type? It's shouting on me. Give me a piece type, but I don't know what are. Didn't we have it here? Like this was the piece type. Piece type. Piece type. Okay, those are the piece types. Pawn, lance, knight, silver, gold, which are pink. How can I access the piece type from here to make it easier also? Can I somehow switch between them? Oh yeah. So, we are in Gote Komadai. We would like to have all the Gote pieces, starting from rook. Oh, yes. Komadai is the piece stand. So, you have pieces that you captured and then you dropped. For loop. So, like for each. So like for, okay, actually we're gonna comment it because for each, do we have something like for each Kotlin? Okay, for each Kotlin. Kotlin for each. It's called for each. A list of stuff. Oh. Not here? I was thinking I would just get all the types of piece type and just run this function for each of the piece type. Thank you for the follow, Alex. If you know what I mean. Like here it's gonna be per each piece, and then you have get pieces of type. And then magic could happen. I don't know if that made sense. Did you have something else in mind? Maybe there's already a function that does this. I don't know. All pieces, like or something. God, what is that? Don't read. There's too much of information. This is terrifying. We're in the command, I think, too. Like, I was thinking of get pieces of type. Is there? Return these pieces. Wait, there's also pieces. Piece type dot values dot length. You can do it, but you already have a code that inserts the correct piece graphics, so just expand it without the proper number. So in the for loop, yeah? But you have to convert whatever that comes from Sven to the piece type, yeah. I think the for, you mean here, right? No, because we have a function that does this already. We already have a function that gives us, reads the Sven for us. Like, get piece add square. We already have that function here. So this is taking this Sven that's converted because we have Sven converter, and it's converting to something this can understand and read. And this is why it was able to generate this, because it read this Sven. So on top of that, instead of rendering position, we have position. I wanna make it stupid. We actually know which piece is on which square. So we're gonna get piece... I'm gonna make something stupid, I'm sorry. We're gonna get piece at file. I should start... Why does it start from 1, not from... 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's reading the last square as well. Should be 7 actually. I'm gonna break it. No, the pound disappears. Okay, we need the 8. So we can get piece at file. Requires squares. Square. Square. And then wait, so we already have the piece, right? So all we have to do is find the... But this is the rendering one. Oh god, okay, it's making it too complex. I think, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm doing. I'm trying to set up a number piece or something where we calculated comma die. Got the comma die based on get piece type of piece. Something like that. But requires piece type is piece. Yes, it already. Yeah. Sven is more efficient here, Prasse. Because of like how the Play Shogi library works. There are already 10,000 functions that Telmarch wrote. And it's basically useful. And also no need deleting something that works. Wait, basically we need the same thing, but from actual position. And here I'm gonna call it... Wait, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna rename it to render piece for now. And then this is gonna be number. Wait, what I'm doing? I take the rook and I'm trying to return me how many rooks are in the actual position. But technically, that should work. It works! But is it correct? We have 0 rooks, 1 bishop, 2 golds, 4 silvers, 4 knights, 2 lances, 1, 2, 3, 15 pawns. Yay! It's amazing. It actually, I cannot believe it works. Oh wow, it really works. I would like to do the same for Sente. And I'm gonna break everything doing so. What did we change actually? So we added the text thing. We changed this. Just gonna loop. Okay. And this is gonna be Sente Komadai. Also, why rendering position is not... Where did we add the text actually? Oh, the text was pieces in hand. That's what we changed, yeah. Why are you shouting at me? Did I put you in the wrong spot? Let's go back. Go back. Retreat. Leave it. Okay. Just change those 3 things instead. But it's still shouting that it doesn't recognize rendering position. But literal is here. Don't understand. Why are you not the same? Was there a mistype or something? Don't understand, but it's working now. Sente comma dai. Why is it underlined? In rend. Render position. Okay. Fuck. Rendered position. So sorry, name it here. So, 0 in hand. All the pieces in hand, and in order to test it more appropriately. Also, I'm kind of triggered that the 0 is so high right now. Did you guys get triggered by it too? Why is it so high? I mean, it's because also the size of the whole thing, but yay. Let's just fix the 0 because it's irritating. The pieces in hand. Bottom. It says bottom. It's not on the bottom. Why is it not on the bottom? I have no idea. Because of padding? Let's image. Bottom. Aha. Pieces disappeared. Hello? Is it one of those things where you want me to close the program and reopen it again? Yep. Thank you, Alex. And also you should get some sleep. It is on the bottom, but there's an invisible space below the character. Maybe the spacing. Maybe the spacing, you know, there's something called spacing. I'm triggered. Why I cannot zoom in again? Okay. No, I know there was a thing called spacing. You can also change the font family, by the way. Range, ending. Compose maximum number of liners, text overflow, using brush for texting. Oh, it's like gradient, looks nice. Spacing, letter spacing. In text style. Letter spacing. Text unit. Text unit. I have no idea what text you need. Kotlin text unit. Thanks, Alex. And don't forget to join our Discord too. I will see you there. And hopefully you can get some rest. SP? Didn't change, did it? Oh. Yeah, we have a community. -10. It cannot be minus. Oh. It actually went right. Okay, that's not what we want. I wonder. Maybe it's like the padding we could try, or... How to put text in code. Kotlin text composable alignment. Last baseline. Alignment. Layout mode default car first base to top, reach the first base and not padding starting from base. First with normal. There's something complex. Creating custom alignment lines. Honestly, I don't think it's that necessary at this point in time for us to have it aligned perfectly. I just hope the answer will be simpler. But it seems it's not. Okay, what if I just do simply that and see what happens? It broke it, okay. I mean, I guess alignment bottom already means we put it on the bottom. It's just that it's the most bottom of the bottom it is, and the size of that thing is quite high. Why is it so high? If we make it smaller, you see it's gonna be closer to the edge, actually. like it's gonna be like as close to the corner as possible. So I think it's the size that like makes it. I know there are hacks, but I don't want to do it. So maybe I'm gonna change the order of those. I want it first on the bottom and then loading. It's loading very long. Sometimes it's like, oh, you loaded me 100 times, let me think about it longer. Other times you type and it refreshes it immediately. Maybe I should restart the whole thing. It's because the number starts at the baseline, not at the center line. It's not bad. This is how just the point is. Yeah, I found something that they can somehow change that baseline. But it looked really complex and I didn't want to jump into it yet. I'm gonna restart because it seems... Oh, wait, it worked. So, why is it so tiny now? Okay. It's funny because there is something in the corner now. Okay. Did it change anything? Yeah, there's the baseline thing there, I think. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. Unless I just copy this code and try to... No, it looks too complex. I'm just gonna leave it. I mean, it works. I mean, the 15 barely fits here. Technically it's a little bit triggering that the shadow is out of screen, but... Okay, I'm gonna add something stupid. Am I looking at the correct thing? Where was it? Here. That's better. Just that this 0 or this 15 isn't on the edge. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the follow, Sip. Oh, and finally, I wanted to see if we get a new position, if it's gonna render it correctly. Pieces in. You ready, guys? You got like random Shogi. Your first Shogi of the day. These people, no problems. Five moves with pieces in hand. Copy Sven. Well, as I said, I'm really talented to break stuff, so sometimes it happens. You ready? You guys don't see. Here. So you have 1 gold, 1 silver, that's correct. It's a main 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Be right back. No, it's a rule in Sume Shogi that basically they have everything rest in hand. That's just a rule. Because you have to assume they have everything to block you with. Because Sume is supposed to be universal. No matter which piece they have in hand, you're winning. But there are some puzzles that give them 0 pieces in hand and so on. It's just rare. So the assumption is they have everything remaining in hand. Alright, we have Telmarch joining us to see our improvements. This one. Where did we work on it? Number 3. Okay. Okay. So we have now got a Komadai board and send the Komadai. And it takes the position, which we loaded a new Tsumeshogi. And then got a Komadai. Okay, send the Komadai is actually more clean. So it gets that position. Oh, okay. It has a rendered position which is used to generate the UI, but then this is my fancy loop where I render a piece, starting with the rook, and then I get the piece type of that rook that I just rendered from Sentus Komadai to put a number. Yeah. And then we made a new class because I didn't know how to make inherit interface, whatever. Have a class, this function, but is in hand, which the only difference is that it has the number. Yeah. And on top of that number, it also generates, on top of the piece, it also generates the number. So you have the shadow and the stuff. Cool. And then, yeah. Does it? You see it has this white piece and black piece here. Yeah, so just to prove to you that it works, we're gonna get a new Tsume Shogi. Yeah, so we have only 1 gold in hand. And you're gonna run it. It's gonna break. Because that's how it works. When I show you something, it breaks. No, there is a goat.
Whoa. Whoa. What did Sume?
Goat to 1. Wait, yeah, but I know this Sume from a book. Is he the lead programmer? Yes. This is the person who might play Shogi.
Yes, so perfect.
Perfect. No, actually what I would like to do is to make them like different color when it's 0. You know how when it's 0 it doesn't show the number, just gray, yeah. But I will figure that out. For now, then we have to wait, connect to network and actually load a daily Shogi.
Yes, so that's not too difficult.
That's not too difficult. Okay.
You can interface with Play Shogi. But 1 way per day.
Alright, and more updates on Discord. I'll see you there. I'm gonna go eat lunch. Thanks for all the help and bye!
6 is just garbage. Alright, let's just play bishop f5. Oh, bishop f5 is so ugly. So ugly. How do I deal with this? How do I actually deal with this?